Monday. Happy 2023 and welcome on into the inaugural session of Luscious with Lotus 30 Days of Barre for 2023. I'm going to be your host, Lotus. I am a certified barre instructor as well as an elemental practitioner, and today I am honored to share with you a behind the scenes, if you will, or just a great jump start to your fitness journey for 2023. A real way to connect to your mind and body, and barre is one of those aspects for me. So I'm really honored to be able to bring you along this journey and to introduce you to barre if maybe this is your first time experiencing any level of practice of this capacity, or if it's a refresher and you're like, yes, I've been waiting for this. Either way, we're going to go along and we're going to get started here in just a moment. Got some great lemon and dandelion tea that I'm having here. All right, my loves. And so our sessions here, the 30 days of barre, are going to be 10-minute sessions for the next 30 days. Why 10 minutes? Because really, 10 minutes is a dedication to self. If you're taking those 10 minutes out of your journey, out of your day to spend with you in order to bring you the healthiest body, mind, and spirit that you can embody at this time and space, then you are on your way to fulfilling any and all goals that you have. So we're starting off with these 10-minute intervals, as well as it's leading up into my 12-week full immersion Luscious with Lotus practice that's beginning on February 2nd. So exactly 30 days from today. Throughout our journey here, we're going to go through the basics. And as we build upon those basics, we're going to get into full-fledged barre sessions that not only you can do on your own, but it's, like I said, a precursor to getting you prepared for the upcoming classes. All of my schedule and class, all of my class scheduling and offerings will be linked inside of the video, so you'll be able to go and get that information. But also, it's on my bio on YouTube here. Forgive me, I am coming to you live off of teaching this morning. I also host in-person sessions at UFit Gym in Midlothian, Virginia. So the Lotus Mother is already reeling, and this is going to be my second workout of the day. So I invite you to join me in the center of your floor. Let's go ahead and get started. As you come into the center of your floor, I just want you to feel into your body today. How is your body moving? How are you actually moving? How was getting up into the center of the floor? What does that feel like for you? How do your knees feel? For those of you that this is the first time ever experiencing barre, I'm going to take you through some of the barre basics in order for you to have a strong foundation of what these type of movements can do for your body, but also what that looks like. And again, for those that are joining me back, this is going to be a little bit of a refresher. So as you're standing in the center of the floor here and you're moving into your bodies, we're just going to gently bend the knees and lower the hips. Bend the knees and lower the hips. No real rhyme or reason, just bending the knees and lowering the hips. How are your knees feeling today? How are your hips feeling? How are you feeling, right? Bend the knees, lower the hips. Exhale. Let's get two more. One more. And as we stand nice and tall, just return back to that movement. Exhaling. And so as we continue to move here today, I'm going to start with taking you through the basics of barre. And we're going to start with our plies. Now with plies to barre are like squats to weightlifting. Those of you that might be familiar with squats, now let me transition here for a better visual. With the squat formation, we typically are going to bring our toes, or our feet rather, our feet, which are connected to our toes. Our feet hip width apart, toes are forward. We bend the knees and the hips, or the glutes rather, are going to fall back over the heels. So this is going to be a squat. And when we lower those hips, they're over the heels, knees are bent, shoulders are back. So this is going to be a squat. Squats are part of our practice as well, but we're going to transition into plies as we rise and come into a stillness. Now with that plie, We're going to start in a neutral position, bringing the heels together in your tightest heel placement. Now, this is going to be mine. So when we say heels together, natural hip width apart, heels are apart, toes are forward. When we bring those heels together, we're going to take the smallest platform in which we can stand upon and bring those heels as close as possible. Now, this is going to be a neutral position. You're just neutrally standing. When you drop your hips and bend the knees are going to go forward, and we want to have those hips coming back. So neutral. Hips are back. Now, in this space, when you have your seat and bend those knees, if you're unable to bend the knees or lower the hips, your platform, so your heels are going to be too close together, and you're still gaining that dexterity and flexibility in the hips, knees, and ankles. So your hips may be a little tight. Your knees could be a little stiff. Now, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You're building yourself up, and this is a foundational start. So this is going to be my neutral. It may not necessarily look like your neutral. So we're going to come into that neutral position, and then we're going to externally rotate the toes into a Y formation. Starting on the left, left toes are going to point out towards the left, right toes towards the right, and we're going to bring ourselves into a Y formation. Now, when you look down, you'll see that it's positioned like a Y. This is going to be your first position with the heels and the toes. When we go to lower the hips, so when we lower the hips, we're going to bend the knees. There's going to be that external rotation with the hips and knees. This is a first position plie. If again, when you go to lower the hips and bend the knees, if there's a resistance where you're not actually able to bend the knees and lower the hips, you want to take a wider stance. Because again, the smaller platform is gained by allowing or finding the freedom in the hips, knees, and ankles. This is that first position plie. Today, we're going to work into, or we're going to start rather, in a second position or a wide plie. So this is our first. To find our wide, we're going to step it out once towards the left, step it out once towards the right. So now you've created a wide V for yourself. You want to make sure that those heels are aligned by just bringing that right heel back over towards the left heel, and you'll find yourself back into that first position. Coming back into that wide V, we're going to step that right foot back. Step it back in, step it out. Step it back in, step it out. Good deal. Now we're going to rotate over towards the left. We're going to bring that left heel in towards the right, step it out. In, out. Two more. Bring it in, take it out. One more, in, take it wide. Beautiful. From here, we're going to add on by lowering the hips, bending the knees. As we flow into that space, now we want to make sure those hips are forward. We have a tendency to work hips back, booty all swinging in the wind. We actually want to bring those hips rotated forward, activate that core, bringing ourselves in an up and down alignment. Core is engaged, and we're going to rotate those shoulders back. One more. Ooh, that felt good. Rotate those shoulders back. Shoulders are back. Chest is lifted and open, and that breath is flowing freely. We're going to rotate those palms over to the waist. So this is going to become our neutral position in a wide plie. Neutral position, wide plie, which really says wide V, external toes, shoulders back, palms at the waist, core is engaged. I like it. From here, we're going to drop those hips, bend the knees. Lower the hips, pick it up. Lower those hips, pick it up. We're going to do that 4 more times. So take those hips down and lift. Lower, lift. 3, lift. 4, lift. Hips stay tall. 3, 2, 1. 4 more singles. Take it low and lift. 3, lift. 2, lift. You got it. Last one. Hips stay tall. 3, 2, 1. Right heel to left. Rotate your toes forward. Walk it out. Great job. Great work. Looking good, my love. Looking good. Now, when we walk it out, we actually walk it out. So you shake those hips and you lift those heels and you make that movement. But you're also releasing that energy that was built up as you were creating that exertion in the body. Grab a sip of water, blot your brows if necessary. And we're going to go in through that one more time. All right, my dears. So we know how to find that first position, right? Toes are forward, hips are forward, shoulders are back, palms are going to start at the waist. This is our neutral. First position, external rotation on the left, external rotation on the right. We step it wide once, left. We step it wide once to the right. Palms are nice and light on the waist, shoulders are back. Now we're in that neutral position first. We're in that neutral position, second position, plie. Tongue twister. Now all together, we're going to lower those hips and pick it up for a breath count of 4, 3, 2, here's our 8. Take it low and lift. Low, lift. 3, lift. 4, lift. 5, lift. 6, lift. 7, lift. 8, hold. 3, 2, 1. Drop those hips. Hold your balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those hips. Bring that left heel over towards the right. We're back in that first position. Toes are forward. You know what to do. Walk it out. Great job, my loves. Great job. There. Day 1 in the books. You just learned what your first position and second position plies look like. Feel free to go back into this video, reconnect with those spaces, and leave me a comment. Let me know how you liked it. But also, leave any questions that you may have, and I'll be glad to answer them. What a great way to start off 2023. Great way to start off a Monday. Great way to end an already intensive workout that I've already started for today. I look forward to seeing you guys all again tomorrow. 11/11. Let's get it. I'm Lotus, and this is 30 Days of Barre. Have a great day.